Hello, teachers, students, and parents. My name is Piper Kibbe, and I have been attending Clairbourn for 11 years. One thing that Clairbourn has taught me is to use my imagination or creativity for many things. For example, when I broke my arm, I pretended it was my shield like Wonder Woman. As T.C. Boyle, an American novelist, said, "In order to create, you have to believe in your ability to do so, and that often means excluding whole chunks of normal life. And, of course, pumping yourself up as much as possible as a way of keeping on, sort of cheering yourself in the great football stadium of life." Using my creativity has helped me through many moments in my life. I'm not the strongest student or most popular, but creating a life for myself has kept me going and encourages me to be the person who I create, and I am not quite there. I am grateful for friends, late start days, and test corrections. I am most grateful for many of my friends and family as they contribute to the creative world, or as they help me figure something out in the real world. I think I might be so used to creating something and not paying attention to life that my friends and family have to sometimes pull me back to reality. Fortunately, they've let me be as creative as I can be without it interfering with my schoolwork. We all make mistakes. I just happen to excel at making mistakes. One example is when I was procrastinating to do my homework. Apparently, it just makes you have anxiety and it doesn't help your grade when it's due right after lunch. And you tell yourself that you can finish it during study hall, but then you remember that it needs to be turned into turnitin.com before class. So you rush, but still somehow finish it during lunch and part of elective. As you can guess, I've been through this before. My grades aren't as great as my other classmates because of this problem. This is why parents tell you to finish your homework sooner rather than later. If you want motivation to do your homework correctly, pretend you are a spy and you need to get information before the bad guys find out first. Or your favorite character needs help with the problem you're working on. This has been a solution for me this last quarter. I have learned that Clairbourn is not just academics. It's also a very social place. Student council creates fun activities for us to enjoy, and so do teachers. An activity in 5th grade that I especially liked was going to the Natural History Museum. We got to see many awesome things, like dinosaur bones, a space shuttle, and minerals. It was so cool learning about people who wanted to risk so much for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. When I was there, I imagined myself in their position, blasting into space with all that pressure from how fast the aircraft was going, then floating from the seat after going out of Earth's atmosphere. It was a blast, pun intended. My life also hasn't been the best life I wanted it to be. In 5th grade, my teacher got a phone call and told me to grab all my homework and my book bag and go to the front parking lot. My aunt Ruth had cancer and passed away earlier that day. I didn't understand why this happened. Ruth was an awesome person who was kind to everyone and had many friends. I was upset, angry, confused, and I didn't know what to think. My aunt, who was always there for me when I needed her the most, was no longer there. The next day, I wasn't myself. I wasn't as happy, I wasn't talkative as I normally was, I didn't speak unless I needed to. During nutrition, I walked outside and broke down crying. No one knew what was happening, so they just stood there. My teacher came to the rescue and helped me through that moment. I pulled myself together and went on with the day. It was a sad time in my life, and I felt like I was stuck in a hole. When my friends realized I needed help, we played lots of games and had a bunch of happy conversations. They helped me into a happy state of mind and kept me there. One thing I will always treasure about having my aunt as my JPK teacher is that she helped me unleash my creativity. I am a cosplayer, that is basically costume and play mixed together. Let me tell you something about cosplay I learned the hard way. Cosplay takes time and it is hard to do. Being a cosplayer, you need imagination. You can't just buy random clothes and that's it. You have to be able to make your costume and do makeup for the character. I have made many things, including making my Halloween costume 3 years in a row. The first year of middle school, I was a mad scientist. In 7th grade, I was a hero named Shiro. I made the metal arm with foam and made his coat that had different colors in specific spots. This year, I made a giant animal fursuit. I made padding and eyes with foam, and the whole thing took me 1.5 years to make. It takes time and creativity to make costumes, and that's what I love about cosplay. It keeps me on my toes. Not everything I made was perfect. Sometimes I just want to give up on the project, but I keep going and tell myself that I'll be happy with the end result. Shakespeare has also been a big part of my creative journey. Last year, I was able to work on the costumes and help others with their lines. I didn't have a huge part, but it was loads of fun. This year, I was a prop maker. I painted the seaweed, made a foam that can move, and helped with makeup and wigs. When I was younger, I watched so many talented middle school students have fun. They said hilarious Shakespearean insults and wore costumes that were so fanciful and outstanding. I wanted to be a part of the plays for so long. It was a dream come true when I was finally part of the cast productions, and working alongside my friends made it even better. The class of 2019 is interesting, amazing, and very unique. There might be some rough patches in our friendship, but we've made it this far without killing each other. My classmates are not the only ones who have been kind to me. I would like to thank all my teachers for dealing with all my shenanigans and silly questions. I would also like to thank my parents for letting me have this wonderful experience here at Clairbourn. Without them, I wouldn't be here, literally. Mostly, thank you to my classmates for helping me through tough times and accepting me for who I am. Everyone in my class has contributed to my life, either helping me get stronger in a class I don't quite understand, or just sitting next to me during chapel. I am very lucky to have friends like you all. Before I finish, I encourage everyone to use your creativity to finish your work on time and get through tough times. It has certainly helped me. Congratulations, class of 2019. Thank you. Have a good day.